Hello guys, what is up? It is me, Rahul here, bringing you guys, yes, another video here on of the Boston Bruins Alumni team. And I am sure you are aware that you are going to be watching this on March 5th, the 26th episode. And yeah. So, as you notice, we're going through the alumni teams, and today, this is just a regular team, the Las Vegas Golden Knights. As you possibly know, I didn't actually, face the the Las Vegas Golden Knights during season. I did face the Seattle Kraken, so, which is an interesting ballsy move on my part, at least considering I did do the mistake, and it was really interesting to say the least. And I will state that this series is going to come to a close until the next episode. After the next episode, sorry. So that means we would have faced every single alumni team. Now, you may be thinking to yourselves, Raul, could you do a franchise where could you do a series where you beat every single alumni team? I mean, I could, but hey, you've seen it on paper. Like, heck, I lost to the Washington Capitals in the second game, and I defeated the one and only Washington Capitals in the playoff series, the Eastern Conference Finals. This series, has meant a lot to me because I'm a Boston Bruins fan. So, yeah. I do want to say this. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. It does really mean a lot to me. Marcotti scores a goal. So, I'm working on certain NHL videos. Like I said, am I going to go back to Madden? Maybe, to finish off the pace of the franchise. Do I want to do NHL be a pro? Of course I do. And like I said, I am on the New Jersey Devils. So, hey, it is what it is. I'm gonna have to up my skill levels and everything. I'm gonna have to learn to be a pro, semi-pro. Like, we're upping the levels, guys. Let's put it that way. And, yeah. So, if you guys do enjoy this, please be sure, drop a like. Don't forget to click on that notification bell so you don't miss a video. Also, what I do want to state is, please understand that this is going to be very interesting, to say the least, from now on, considering after the next episode, it's going to be over. It is going to be over. The exhibition tour is over, and I will say, for the least, that the Boston Bruins have at least done it. The Boston Bruins Alumni, we have done it, and it's worked. It's amazing, and I can't wait for the next chapter for, all of us. And I say that because every single one of you guys actually deserves a chance to understand, my path to success, my path, my grind, my everything, because it's always a good thing. A lot of people, for this NHL grind, it's gonna be real. And hey, if we can blow up one day, if we could get a sponsorship, that's gonna be great. NHL 23 has meant a lot to me because I blew up on 2 different videos. Seriously, I did. If you want facts, let's see. Where is it? The classic rivalry episode, Game 82, and then my first ever episode against the Washington Capitals. That was the first game, not the second game, because the second, 4th, 5th, and 7th games were pretty sad, to say the least, and I took some pretty big L's right there. Is it okay to take L's? Yes, in this scenario, not so much. So, what I am going to state is, as you see, it's in the second period. We've been playing a very good defensive game. Shevers has been doing really well. I'm always going to praise Shevers because he's been doing really well. I will reveal the next project in the NHL 23 franchises. For Boston Bruins, it's gonna wait, or I'm not actually gonna do it because I want a challenge for myself, and I may even do a fantasy draft, maybe. So the announcement is gonna come the next episode, so you guys don't have to worry about yourselves, because I will announce it. I will announce it. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be sick. And hey, you know what? It's gonna be, it is what it is. I understand that the series is gonna come to a close after the next episode. But hey, it is what it is. Second goal scored. We're doing what it takes, we have our best players, right? On the ice every single day, no matter at what the cost. We're doing this, for all of us. And I can't say, how much it really means to me, because it does mean a lot to me that you guys like it. So, on a fast break, shot deflected. I shouldn't say fast break because it's not a basketball court. Open ice, in the open ice. There's many, X factors for the Vegas Golden Knights. I forgot to mention that because the Vegas Golden Knights have a lot of experience, a lot of experience, to put it simply, and I understand the Vegas Knights are older, they're more experienced, but we have the experienced guys. You have to understand that the Las Vegas Golden Knights, traded away one of their top goalies after winning the Vezina, which is unheard of. And right after that, they like are suffering ever since. And I if that happened to Tuukka Rask, for any of you Boston Bruins guys, Bruins fans who know this, that would be an absolute travesty, to say the least. And this current goalie is doing an amazing job. Lehner is doing an amazing job. And you know what? It is what it is when it comes to it. And we're doing really well when it comes to the best way I could put it is we're doing really well. Yes, I was called for icing. Okay. Deal with it. Come on. Okay, just deal with it. That's the best way I could put it, because you know what? Yeah. It's the game of hockey. We do our best to succeed. And yes, this is a pause. We go right back in at 5 minutes 47 seconds left in the second period. We are winning, and White Cloud scored a goal as a defenseman. Good job, White Cloud. That's pretty sick. So for you guys wondering about Be a Pro, I am gonna do Be a Pro stuff. That's my goal. I guess you can say the least. It isn't hard. It isn't easy, but hey. So it's 2-1. I didn't expect the Vegas Golden Knights to battle it out. As you see, I do a big hit, but no fight occurs, which is really surprising. Because if you know about about it, it's really hard to comprehend. Why? Oh, it's not hard to comprehend if if they succeed very well. We are succeeding very well this second period, and if you guys I just want to say thanks. That's the only thing I could say for this series. Thank you so much for this series. And once it's over, second period is coming to a close. Yep. And thank you for making this possible. Now, on to the third period. So what else could I say about this squad? This Vegas Golden Knights. They have one of the most promising up-and-coming stars, I think, we seen. Well, as you see, we get into a fight. Stone versus Adam Oates. And yeah, that's just how it is with these guys. That's the, best way I can put it. 'Cause yeah. That's the best way I could describe it. What I'm saying. Anyway, the best thing to do when you're up against the Las Vegas Golden Knights, I think, is to check their goaltending and defense, because they don't have a good goaltending. After they traded Fleury, I think it was the Vezina Trophy person, or the Vezina Trophy winner, they traded him, which is like an unprecedented move, and they made the playoffs the next year, but they lost. And they've had playoff success. Yeah, sure, they have had playoff success, but if you compare them to, like, the Boston Bruins, Simmer scoring a goal right there, then you have to understand that the Vegas Golden Knights have been having playoff success since they lost the Stanley Cup Finals. Which, okay, they lost and they've been doing really well, and I have to applaud them for that. But what I cannot applaud them for is trading away Fleury. Like, one of the best goalies, in my opinion, and thinking that trading away a goalie is going to work for the team. And as you know, I'm not a big fan of, like, that kind of stuff, considering if you're going to do that, at least make it, make it make sense. I can't stand that kind of stuff, so. And right there, Willie O'Ree scored a goal. That's how I am able to detect that kind of stuff. Like, from my Madden days. And combine that with the fact that we have, like succeeded. Makes a lot more sense. Doesn't it? Carlson scored a goal. I mean, the Vegas Golden Knights, I will give them credit for building up the talent and being able to go into their very first season as a Stanley Cup contender. But they didn't manage to, succeed. They didn't manage to follow up with very good high expectations. They kind of, in my opinion, lowered expectations or underperformed certain expectations because they had, a very good squad they could deal with. They could have done so much damage, and yeah, the Vegas Golden Knights scored yet another goal, 5-3, and yeah, this is what I mean. They have the talent, but the execution nowadays for the Vegas Golden Knights is kind of sad, considering could they actually win a Stanley Cup in our lifetimes? And the answer is yes. However, could they do it under a different playoff format? Maybe. It's always a maybe, in my opinion, considering, it's always a possibility. But never say never, in my opinion. Considering, you have to understand the history of the Vegas Golden Knights. They're a good team. I appreciate them. So, their battles against the Boston Bruins, I mean, I guess, the Boston Bruins got the best of them. Let's put it that way. The Boston Bruins defeated the Vegas Golden Knights, and Vegas, their only rivalry would be LA Kings, the Anaheim Ducks, you name it. You know, they have legitimate legitimate contenders in their division, the Pacific Division. And it makes sense, really. And for the Boston Bruins, you know, they have Detroit, they have Tampa Bay, they have Montreal, they have Toronto. They have all these teams. And if they could put up the pieces together, man, it's gonna be one heck of a ride. And for this alumni team, if Vegas could have a good, worthy, alumni team, then I will say thank you so much. It really means a lot to me. And one day we can honor the history of the Vegas Golden Knights. And as you see right here, it's an empty net because I wanted to score a goalie goal, but I didn't think it was possible, and it was going to be really hard while doing it. And if you know what a goalie goal is, it's basically a goalie scoring a goal. So, yeah. As you see, we scored 6 goals, so here are my words to you. Anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Y'all are legends in my book.